95.5 KLOS, Mark and Brian program. That, of course, is the now familiar tunage of Lindsey Buckingham. He sits with us as we speak. The man, after going through, and we also have the Lindsey, the Buckingham next time. The man, after going through years of the music biz, the rock and roll thing, he's looking good. I mean, all those days on the road and touring and this and that and whatnot. I mean, it didn't wear and tear. You look real good.
Oh, yeah. Well, a year off will help.
And we hear from those that are in the know, being Bob Coburn, the caretaker, that this album is quite good itself.
Well, this is really the first time I had a chance to spend the time that I wanted to on a record. Previous solo records were kind of wedged into small time frames, around the needs of the group. So, having made the decision to leave, which was not that easy in the first place, and taking the responsibility for making myself a little happier and for getting into a little bit of a better creative atmosphere. No, it's been great.
This has been the first solo album in 8 years.
Right. Yeah, Go Insane, which you just played.
So, yeah, that was the one 8 years ago.
Yeah.
So over 8 years, you've got all these songs building up.
Well, we'd started a third solo record, and Big Love actually was supposed to be on that. A couple of other songs from Tango. And then once again, the needs of the group kind of came in, and we had the choice of either... I mean, you got to understand, the group was very fractured out by then anyway. You had 5 managers. It was kind of strange. So I had the choice of either continuing the solo work and kind of walking into the studio on the periphery, or just surrendering to the situation, and we figured that was the way to go. So...
to use a simplistic word, was the years with Fleetwood Mac fun? Was it a fun group to work with? Maybe not towards the end, as you said. It was fractured.
It had drifted a little bit. Oh, it was great fun. I think it was really better music through chemistry.
There was a good chemistry going on there then. For how many years before?
We got in there around the end of 75, and I left in 88, I guess. So that's a long stint.
Wow. What was the, because the Fleetwood Mac thing, you're here one day, next day not here the next day, then somebody writes a book and there's bad feelings and there's this and there's that, which those things are going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
But creatively speaking, what was that process for the group? The writing, the in-studio, who would work out the sounds? Did everybody have a voice in what they liked and what they didn't?
Well, sure. You had 5 very strong personalities, but...
all very good, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was not exactly a democracy. I mean, there were different things that different people did. I mean, if I had to choose one thing that I think is my main contribution to the group, it wouldn't have been as a guitarist or a writer.
An idea man.
It was, someone who could take the raw material from Christine and Stevie and myself and fashion it into records. So that was, that was really my forte. Was, a record maker.
Are you a good writer?
Well, that's a kind of a nebulous term. Yeah, I'm getting better.
You cross your T's all the time?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
So just for your M's and your N's?
Penmanship. Yeah. It's a little hard for me to separate the writing from the record making the way I work, or at least have worked. I work on my own a lot. Mm-hmm. I've made the analogy that the group situation was like making movies a little bit, because it's kind of crazy, kind of disorganized. You have to verbalize a lot just to get things done. It's political, obviously.
And not to linger on the bad times or the end of Fleetwood Mac, but the reason you left, one of the main reasons, was because you didn't want to tour.
Well,
as much.
No, I do want to tour now, but again, that was whatever. My perception was that the situation as it stood in Fleetwood Mac it wasn't very conducive to creativity anymore, and that was double on the road, because whatever circus atmosphere there is just gets unleashed.
Was there a quarterback in the group when you were in the studio? Or sort of you, because you were arranging?
I guess I would have to take credit for that. Yeah.
What about Mick? What was his function?
Cool. Let's go. Let's get to it.
No, Mick, I learned an awful lot from Mick. He had great overall instincts, and he was
good answer.
He was a real primitive.
He's big boned, nice personality,
tall guy,
boned man,
real big tall guy.
Yeah.
Well, you have been very fortunate in that as you go through the Fleetwood Mac days, you had a string of hits through those years individually, which that shows a great deal to do with what you yourself put out. And I personally can't wait to hear this new disc. Why don't you, we're going to play something from the disc a bit later, but right now you brought your guitar.
Sure.
Why don't you pick something out, something either old or new or whatever you feel like doing, and throw it out there for us?
Okay, well, what I was going to do, I thought I might do something off the record. It's not a real up song, but, we can get back up afterwards, right?
Anything you want.
Right there, baby.
This is actually a sort of a dovetail of two things that are on the record. There's the song itself is called Street of Dreams, and it's about loneliness and, not to be a downer, but like long after my father died, I used to go talk to him, and it's sort of this dialogue thing. And then I thought I would sort of dovetail that, start with an instrumental piece from the record, which was something he liked a lot. It was an old song, Rodgers and Hammerstein from South Pacific.
Your dad liked?
Yeah. Oh. This is, predates rock and roll.
Were you close to him?
Yeah, oh yeah, he was great. I had a great upbringing. So, these are two separate pieces on the album. I thought maybe I could squeeze them together and get one kind of atmosphere thing going here.
Great,
cool.
Can't wait.
We'll see what happens.
Cool.
Okay, so this is This Nearly Was Mine, and then Street of Dreams after that. So, hope we can get this on mic.
Give me I'll put this one. You can.
No. Well, whatever you want.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'll put this one down.
Okay. There you go.
And we'll put this one up here for you.
Okay. Great. Here you go. Street of Dreams. And there's no telling what they're saying. On my daddy's stone, where he was laid to rest. I ask him, is this just a dream, or is it just another test? I turn my back against the cold, turn my face into the wind. I wonder, will I ever make it home again? Shadow, daddy's stone, daddy is gone it seems. I ask him, will I ever stop dreaming dreams? He said never, never, never.
was pregnant. You'd be staying on this lonely, lonely street of dreams.
Dude,
Intoxicating.
you seem like
Good
you played
job.
the guitar before.
A few times. I started mighty young, about 6 or 7.
That should have been a video right there.
Yeah.
That was real nice. My God, man.
Wish 43 could have seen you do that.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Well, look, let's take a break. We want more from that.
Sure, we'll see what we can dig up.
I tell
You do realize you're not getting paid, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you put a lot into that.
that's like a 450 show right there.
Yeah, it is.
But I tell
Wow.
you, the song itself was incredibly strong. But that first piece that you did, and I think I can speak for Brian here too. There's something special about a boy doing something for his dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
It had that in there. That was very, very incredibly, as Brian said, intoxicating. Thank you very much. We want more from that.
My pleasure.
Okay, you'll have a chance to talk to Lindsey, too, on the phone. If you have questions you want to share,
Thank you.
feel free to call up. We'll get you lined up, but we're going to be talking to him a bit more and some more live performing.
We'll be right
Lindsey
back.
Buckingham.